Hi, I'm Lisa from SquareOne Training. I'm going to share some tips and tricks on how to do tabs in Word, and this can be done in any version, and hopefully this will give you some confidence on what you can do with it. First of all, the version I'm using today is a 2013 version, and when you use Word you need to make sure that the ruler is visible on your screen. So to do that, you go to the View tab, whatever version you have, and you tick the ruler option. So that's the first step, and then this ruler obviously appears on the screen. And if we just talk about the ruler, if you look at the ruler in detail, you'll see that it currently has on there numbers on the ruler, and the actual settings of the tabs, the default tabs, are that they're set every ½ inch on your actual computer. So if I press tab, which is a two-way button, you'll see it jumps into the screen, and you can do that numerous times for it to jump to a location. Just going to use the backspace to get back. So before you write a document, it is easy to set tabs before you type. What you simply do is you click where you would like to type. So if I put Lisa, for instance, on the screen, if I then would like some actual text to be lined up here, like a dash or something, you click on the ruler where you'd like that to go, and you can see an L has appeared. You press tab and it will jump there, and you can do your dash, and then you click on the ruler where you would like again the gap to be to the next point. So you can see there's two L's on the ruler now. Tab again, and if I say I'm a trainer. Okay, so that has lined that up to that point. We call that as left tabs. If I put in Fred Jones, again, tab to jump there, tab to start typing. Okay, when you press enter, you'll jump to the next line, and you'll still see the tab settings on the ruler. To take them off, you can either click on them and drag them down manually, or Control Q is a really good shortcut which will reset the margin back to normal. Control Q, you'll see they've now disappeared. So that's a left tab. Now we're going to look at the other options. If you look in the ruler over here, you'll see an L in the corner, and by clicking that, it will toggle between the tab settings available. So the first one is a centered one, so that's obviously going to align text up to a center point. So if I set one at 9, it's about there. So if I put some text there and tab, you can see it goes out to the left, and then the minute you then go the other way, it will go that way. So it's centering basically outwards on that option. Again, on new line, if I don't want it anymore, Control Q. If you keep looking again, you've got right tabs. That's for lining something up in headers and footers. It's quite good when you want something to type backwards. And one of the most useful tabs is the actual decimal tab. So I keep clicking that till I get the one I want. And if I want to do a quotation for training, and I decide that the money needs to be lined up at the 12, I click the 12 and I tab. It's not like Excel, you do need to put your pound signs in if you want them. So I'm just going to do a pound sign, and if I say, I don't know, that's £250, it will go to the left. The minute you do the dot, it will go to the right. So if I put in support tab, again, any values, you'll see it going out and then back again. Please don't think they're real figures. Okay, so that is the actual decimal tab. So again, Control Q will get rid of those. Then the tab I'm going to show you, the final tab, which is a useful one, is one to line up actually documents and legal documents as well. So a lot of the time you want to write signed, and what you actually want to do is you want to line up the dots. So you could do this but it'd be guesswork how many dots, and because you've got different characters that are different lengths, it's quite difficult to line it up. So to do this, you first of all keep pressing this tab setting. It'll toggle through all sorts of settings till you get the one you want. So I'm going to go for a right tab, and I'm going to set that at the 9. And when you set it, the difference is if you double click it, it will open up a tab dialog box, and it gives you extra options in there. So I've double clicked, and I'm going to say, instead of leader none, for my tab that I've set at 9 centimeters, I'd like to put dots. So I'd like to fill it with dots. So I'm going to do that one. I'm going to set it and press OK. And then when I press tab, it will line up the dots. I put dated, and again tab, I'm pressing enter. And then I'll put witnessed, tab, enter, date or dated, and again tab, and you can see it lines those dots up perfectly. New line, Control Q, and then finally with the tabs, if ever you want to change them, you simply highlight all of the text that's on the tab. So if I highlight from here downwards, for instance, you can see the tab setting. You simply click and drag it. And when you drag it, it will extend the actual dot or the tab setting outward. Thank you very much. I hope you liked that. As I said, my name's Lisa from SquareOne. Thank you. There you go. That was a quick one. That's my training voice. I'm doing blogs, aren't I? The more I do, the more people will look and go, well, they're good, aren't they?